Welcome to the Hoop Threads podcast, where we're doing, like a small series just to get college fan bases, excited about the players that committed to them, called 100% Committed. Got Latrell Allmond here, player that I've covered since his freshman year. Come a long way, big dog. Come a
That's
long way
the
for sure. 2026, 6'8", Petersburg High School, and team loaded for all 4 years of your high school career. So, let's talk about the commitment, why Oklahoma State, what stood out to you in your circle the most in the visit? What boxes did they check? Why did you end up committing there?
first off, just I would say Coach Miller. Due to the fact that Coach Miller's also been recruiting me since I was in the ninth grade. Since he first laid eyes on me back when he was at Mississippi State, and he's just been, over time, he's just been really kind of hands on with the recruitment, staying and checking in with my family. Making sure that I'm doing well, and just so that life relationship and bond has always been there with me and Coach Miller. And it kind of followed over to Oklahoma State. And when he first got the job, he was all in on me. You feel me? So I would say that that big relationship right there really meant a lot in me making my decision. And also just over time, these past couple like 8 months, just getting to know Coach Lutz. I would say just getting to know him a little bit more, and just just seeing how he operates as a coach. I also went on a unofficial down there just to see how he is, just to read, kind of just like reading the room a little bit.
Mm.
And he just an amazing coach, I would say. He expects a lot from his guys, and just what he coaches. And I would say, his like plan he broke down for me and my family, and that's kind of just what stood out to me throughout all the other schools about his like plan he has for me and my family to become a successful young man.
Okay. Perfect. That leads perfectly into my next question, which is, at the end of your developmental arc, what type of player do you see yourself being, and how will Oklahoma State help you get there?
I see myself being, kind of more leaning towards the three, you
Okay.
know, just based off, my like natural physique. I'm gonna obviously get more. I'm gonna grow some more probably, and just continue to get better. But I feel like Oklahoma State can get me there. I mean,
Cool.
Oklahoma State has the platform to do that. They just haven't had the talent in the past couple years to do that. And like kind of like now they do. They have a new head coach, and just Stillwater is an amazing place. I've been there twice and I had a great time there. Both times they just need real skill down there, and they have that now with this new recruiting class they got coming in. So I would say I could. Oklahoma is really one of the great places you can do that and make it big time for sure.
Good opportunity to bring them, to the top of the league and kind of be the linchpin for that success too. So, talk about some players that you looked up to over the years.
Some of the players I looked up to over the years, I would say, I watched a ton of Zion Williamson, Kawhi, um, Jalen Brown, some of those big forwards,
Hmm.
who like, are able to like kind of play within that mid range game a little bit, attack downhill. So watching some of those big forwards and some of those 3 and D guys who are able to play both sides of the ball.
Have you seen any player comps that you like?
Player comes out like I got compared to like PJ Washington before.
Okay,
Which
cool. I
hmm
like that. Okay, cool. See if you can be that defender at the next level. All right.
Sure.
What can fans expect from you on a nightly, daily basis in Stillwater once you get there?
The nightly daily basis, I would say just the guys just gonna go out there and leave it all out there on the floor. I would say just giving my all for those guys, for my team and for the fans who've paid good money to come see some great basketball. So just leaving it all out there for them and just make sure they get their money worth every single time they walk into that arena.
Got you. Wanted to take this opportunity to speak on, your development over the years. Your freshman year, you were a bit tubby, but you were a really good low post scorer, in the paint, could score with either hand around the basket, really rebounded the basketball at a high level. And like you said, you've added much more to your game over the years to kind of be out to the perimeter a little bit more as a connector, on the wings. And I've never seen you have a negative interaction with a coach. I've never seen you have issues with a ref or anything like that. So they're really getting a high character prospect as well. What is your biggest goal for your senior season? New program with following Coach White to St. Petersburg High School. After playing at John Marshall, what's some of your biggest goals personally and at the team level for this upcoming season?
Personally, well, I'm gonna put the team first. Well, for the team goals, just go out there and win. Try to win every single game, compete, and just try to get better as a unit every single day. And just try to pour some of the game that I've learned over the years of me being around high level talent into those younger guys. Because as you can see, we have a really young team. It's a whole lot in store for Petersburg High School after I leave. So just giving back to them and speaking some words of wisdom into those younger guys just to help them get a feel for what it's going to be like once they make it to this part of their career in their high school development stage, I would say. And for myself, the main goal is just to be a McDonald's All American. That's the main goal. That's the goal. That's the goal I go to sleep think about. That's the goal I wake up thinking about every single day. I would say so. Just making that happen and getting it done for sure, no matter what. And another goal I would say is just try to win Gatorade Player of the Year for the state of Virginia. Other
Mm,
than that, those are my two main goals. I'll wake up and go to sleep thinking about every single day and try to make the best of my abilities to happen.
got you, 100%. Last question, man. What is your why? Why do you put so much time into your game? Why do you make so many sacrifices, off the court,
Mhm.
working on your body and, in the weight room and, in the classroom, stuff like that? What is your why?
I would say my why would be my mom. She worked her whole life doing something that she doesn't love doing just to provide for us. So just the fact that I get to wake up every single day and be blessed enough to do something that I love doing and do it at a high level. So just watching her over the years, see how she stays consistent, never complain, always get it done. It's kind of like a motivation to me to I get to do what I love to do every single day. So just take advantage of it and be blessed that I'm here. So I would say her, just mm, I would say most definitely her, my mama.
Awesome. Well, you're making her proud, man. She did a great job. Really appreciate the time and look forward to watching you the next couple years.
That's right. Thank you for having me.